that affect children. Some of these are things that we can physically see, but sometimes these are things like ADHD that are neurological and they're harder to see. Many people don't view ADHD as a disorder. However, the website for the Center of Disease Control and Prevention classifies ADHD as one of the most common neurodevelopmental disorders in children. I personally have been studying and learning about ADHD for years because I have a daughter who struggles with it. Today I'd like to share some information with you so that you may better understand a child who deals with ADHD in his or her life. There are a lot of misconceptions that surround ADHD. One of the ones that I hear the most are that people think that ADHD is just bad behavior. These people believe that children act this way due to lack of discipline. I personally had our first doctor tell me that my daughter did not have ADHD, that she simply needed to be disciplined harder. The truth behind ADHD, though, is that it causes the child to lose control of their emotions, have persistent inattention, hyperactivity, and become impulsive. One of the other misconceptions is that people believe that it's just a little extra energy. You get that, oh, they're just being kids. However, ADHD brains are like motors that never turn off. This excessive energy can be overwhelming and exhausting, not only for the children, but for those around. The lack of emotional and impulsive control is also overwhelming. These kids don't always understand their emotions and can't always control themselves when they are afraid, angry, or upset. Separately, these might be easy things to deal with, but when you put it all together, I can imagine that it's like chaos in their little brains. There is currently no cure for ADHD. However, there are many effective ways to manage the symptoms. We have to remember that ADHD differs from child to child, so we have to find a way that works for each child individually. Some children need medication, but medication should always be well researched and talked over with your doctor. Medication is never meant to dull a child's personality or turn them into a zombie. This is actually one of the things that I expressed to my doctor. I didn't want to take away my daughter's personality. That's what makes her her. Medication is, however, meant to be an effective method to bring them to a normal functioning level. However, medication is not going to work for everyone. For those that medication does not work, there are many other treatments available, like counseling. Counseling can be a great way to help the child understand how to deal with their emotions, can reduce stress, and reduce anxiety. You can also break down larger tasks into smaller ones to help the child not to become overwhelmed and lose control. On kidshealth.org, Dr. Hassan states, the most important method that works for every child is encouragement. These children simply need to know that someone believes in them. You may remember the old saying, just because you don't see something, it doesn't mean it's not real. Just because you don't see ADHD like you do a broken bone, doesn't mean it's any less debilitating for that child. I believe that children with ADHD just want to understand themselves and want to be understood by others. So whether it's with medication, counseling, or every option combined, the focus should always be on helping the child to succeed while living with ADHD.